Welcome to News Pulse today. Please hit like button and do subscribe to stay informed. After 2 months of painstakingly slow progress on the battlefield, Ukraine appears to be escalating its counteroffensive, ramping up the deployment of extra troops to the southern front and signaling a new phase of the operation, US and Russian officials said. Ukraine has committed more forces to the southeast of the country, a sign that Kiev has identified potential weaknesses in Russian defensive lines. The Ukrainian military had been holding large numbers of trained troops, some equipped with more powerful Western weapons, back since the operation started in early June. While it still maintains some combat power in reserve, it has now deployed the main bulk of the forces committed to the counteroffensive forces. The thrust appears to have brought some results. The counteroffensive has broken through some elements of Russian defensive lines in the southeast, the U.S. official said, and the reserve units have come in to capitalize on the opportunity. A Russian military official admitted that Ukraine forces have been able to wedge in 3 sections of Russia's first line of defense in the Zaporizhzhia front line on Wednesday. Ukraine's military did not comment in detail on the situation in the area beyond saying its offensive operations along the southern front were gradually advancing. Rogov went on to say Russian forces were using their full arsenal, including aviation strikes, to push back against the Ukrainian units carrying out the assault, which he claimed were Western-equipped and trained. The fighters of these brigades have been trained abroad, and the brigades themselves are equipped with Western military equipment, including Leopard tanks and Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, he wrote on Telegram. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Thursday that hostilities have intensified and in a significant way on the front lines, but contradicted his officials on the ground and claimed Ukraine's push was being turned back. The enemy was not successful in any of the areas of clashes. All counteroffensive attempts were stopped, and the enemy was driven back with heavy losses, the Russian leader said. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said Ukraine's Western allies can expect that Ukraine will continue to press. Austin didn't comment on the status of the counteroffensive or specific battlefield details but said that Ukraine has been preserving manpower and equipment, even as their forces deliberately work their way through minefields and other obstacles. Ukraine is well prepared and well trained to be successful, and as you heard me say last week, they fought hard, they've been working their way to get through the minefields and other obstacles, but they still have a lot of combat power, Austin said at a press conference in Papua New Guinea alongside the country's Prime Minister.